What's going on, guys? I almost forgot to do a video. I started slamming this thing together today and I completely forgot about doing videos, but I did get it back. All black, powder coated, gloss black. I already set the cross member. It's kind of just sitting there right now. Turned out good. I like it. So I'm going to get slamming stuff on here, post some videos, or post to this video. I already got the leaf springs hanging here, washed the rear end out, getting it ready to go. Build along with me here. Alright, so we got some things going on. Getting the control arm set on there, figuring out my bolts. Already started on the coilovers on that side. Let's just go ahead and swing on over there. But everything's turning out good so far. Iron Man was helping me. I got the coilover sitting here. Of course, everything's loose. I still got to tighten everything. This, I made these brackets. I know you can buy them. But you know, I like saving a buck, so it's not too hard to make the bracket. That was just a shock mount off Amazon. All that is a shock mount on top, and I made a plate. I bought a plate off Amazon, drilled the holes for this up here, put 3/8 bolts in it, drilled a big hole for that center bolt. And then I used washers down here as spacers, put a new bolt in it, which is too long. I'm going to have to go after another one. It's way too long. Of course, these are the factory Crown Vic lower control arms rear mount. And I'm not using them because I already modified the original ones that I had with this kit. But I did, this is all new, of course, you can tell with the Moog. But I put all new control arms on here to knock the bushings out, powder coat them, clean them all up. It just was more money. Just test fitting stuff. Axle's just sitting there. Did get the rear end pumpkin on. Got the bolts ran down. I got to finish tightening up the shackle, or yeah, that's shackles. I do got to finish tightening those up. But everything's kind of just sitting there loose right now. I'll get that all tightened, torqued down. But it's coming along. The rear end housing looks good sitting in there. And I'm glad I welded up the top holes there. Looks kind of cleaner. And these leaf springs are from Rock Auto. They're just a 2-wheel drive. They're 2.5 inch. If you're doing this, a word of advice is the shackles they sell online on Rock Auto are 3 inches, and there's no option for 2.5 inches. So I actually ordered these from Bronco Graveyard, which are 2.5. The 3 inches are the ones that come on the 4-wheel drives. 2.5s come on the 2-wheel drives. But I had ordered those from Bronco Graveyard, and like I said, it's not too bad. And that third member is rebuilt. It's 350 gear. It's got a real posi unit. Axles are factory 31 spline, and I had them re-drilled for the 5x4.5 bolt pattern. So I had them re-drilled, and the guy did a good job. You could barely see where they were. And he, of course, he milled the middle down some so it fit the wheel. You can buy those. You can buy those already pre-drilled multi-pattern from Speedway if you're going to go that direction. I just didn't want to put adapters on here. I have to worry about backspace and all that stuff. So, anyways, here's some more update on this, and I'll keep going here. And I'll keep adding to this video. What's going on, guys? We'll do an update video here on this truck. I kind of skipped a lot, just was eager to get stuff done. Had a lot going on, so we got everything installed. Ooh, I need to straighten that. Yeah, maybe I need to straighten that a little bit. But got the tank installed. This is a 400 liter per hour fuel pump EFI tank, still 19 gallon. Had the rear end rebuilt. It's a 350 with the true posi in it. So got it all started running brake lines. I'm gonna wait because I really need to get the cab on here to set where the tranny and the motor is gonna sit, due to the Stifler mount and the outcast motor mounts. I'll have to set the cab and figure out where that's going to sit. Like I said, I just got it sitting up here for mocking. Did get all the stuff done. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all the extra brake line here. It may be okay there. I may run it a different route. May find a shorter one. Could lose about 2 inches on it, but this is just a mock-up motor. This is a 302. It was running and driving the last I knew of, but I got another motor in the back of the Raptor that I'm going to take to the machine shop, and it's probably going to get a stroker, probably a 347 stroker. I got a set of aluminum heads here. They're the kind of off-brand, but I guess they're the better, the 200cc heads. Probably going to upgrade the valves in them, or the springs on them. They're 550, and I think I want to go a little more lift. They're the RHS whatever heads. They seem to be the better ones, better than the ProTech or FlowTech, whatever they are. Anyways, we'll do a motor deal later on. But I got stuff capped off. I'm going to take it and either take it out to storage and put it up for right now so I can work on the cab. I got a bunch of rust to fix. So, ooh, hi. Yep, I'm glad I looked down in that before I got out on a trailer. Still running the 03, 04 Cobra wheels. They need a good cleaning. I'd like to see what they look like. I did get the sway bar mounted. This is just a factory Crown Vic sway bar. Got it mounted up. Crown Vic power steering rack. I'm going to get the AN lines for the rack and run them up whenever I get to that point. But I got stuff torqued down for the first time. Oh, looking good. Of course, I have my my tie rod end still loose, so I can do some adjustment. I got to set the zero on the, find this, center of the rack here. But I figured I'd update. Stifler mount does not bolt into place. I thought if anybody's going to run the Stifler mount, it does not bolt in place. I thought it would take up the 2 holes that the factory mount went to, but I'm probably gonna have to put a level on it and shoot the angle of the motor and tranny. But we'll do that another time. I'm gonna get this all out of here and load it onto a trailer and off to storage for now. But I figure I'd do an update video more in depth of what's going on. And all this is Moog replacements. It doesn't seem to be towed out. I do have a alignment for extra toe that I'm going to put on there. Or caster, I'm sorry. Whatever it is. Alignment guys are going to correct me on it. But I'm going to put them in the bottom and slot the bottom a little bit so it can adjust more if I need to bring it in. I mean, looking at it, no, it looks, I guess it does look a little cambered in a little bit, but can't really tell in the video. I gotta lean that way. But anyways, enough rambling on. That's my update for now. I'm going to do another one on the motor and tranny later, and we'll get the chassis going. And I am just running the drum brake on this. And this is from Tanks, by the way. It's I bought it from Speedway, a company called Tanks, and wasn't bad. It was a lot of setting. You have to build all this 2-year setup. Still, like I said, 18-gallon on this one. Probably could have got bigger, but it is what it is. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.